Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to PM webinar day 2 for September 26 attempt. I hope you all are doing well and your day 1 really went well. So, please confirm everyone, is my voice clear to all of you and is everything perfectly fine, audible, video, screen sharing, all working? All right, thank you very much for the confirmations. We are here with day 2 webinar of performance management. I hope day 1 techniques did help you and day 2 will further help you how to handle exam questions. Remember, you need to be positive, energetic, and you need to focus on your weaker areas. You need to learn the new skills and tips that I'm sharing with you people. Do massive rehearsals, practice maximum as you can, and definitely this will give you really good results. So all set for day 2. Day 2 is all again focusing on the recent exam questions, and recent questions we'll be solving. So please make sure that you all are with me till the end, and if you will be, definitely you will learn a lot and definitely will be focusing on the important area of performance measurement. That is what you need to learn, and this is where people struggle as well, right? So, how to remain connected with me during the webinar? It's very simple. There is a chat box where you just confirm me about the voice and everything. So, this is where you will be in touch with me. You can ask questions. I can respond you back. Number 2 is the WhatsApp number of the admission department is also available here. And as we always encourage people to join our latest PM WhatsApp groups. So I will ask the team to share. They have shared the link of recent PM group in the chat box. You can join the group for all the updates, support till the exam day, all the documents that we are doing in this, all the documents that we are using in the webinars, all will be shared there. Along with that, all other help support that I want to give you people till the exam date, you will be getting all those things. Uh, this is my number. You can contact me at this number for any help, support, guidance, clarity you need to understand about the paper. So you can contact me anytime without any hesitation. Just note down and save the number for all latest updates. All right then. Yesterday was day 1 where we targeted a section C question, and then we targeted a section B question. We did revise the areas as well. Today we'll be again targeting section C first, then we'll be moving towards section B, and finally towards section A. Revision camp is starting from tomorrow. So this is the revision camp which will be focusing on the important areas of for exam September 26. September 26 exam definitely will be a one that is giving you more opportunity in terms of your preparation, because you know the exams are starting in second week this time in September. So it is giving you a small space more to prepare yourself in a better way. As I said earlier, so this revision camp will include more areas that are more relevant from the exam perspective, hot areas, top 20-25 areas that are expected to come in the paper are part of this revision camp. So you need to just get into the course if you are a self-study student and cover the important areas, recorded content, and exam questions. On top of it, it will include the mocks as well. There will be 2 mocks that are part of this batch. One will be marked and will give you the feedback, and second will be a complimentary mock, but for both you'll be getting the debrief sessions. Grand revision will be part of this batch as well, where I'll be giving a recap of entire performance management paper, which definitely will help you in terms of your preparation and will make things more simple and clear as well, right? So if you are interested, you can join this revision camp. All the self-study students, it's a good opportunity for you as you can prepare yourself for top 25, 30 areas for September 26. You can contact the admission department at this below number, or you can directly visit our website wifi.com and you can register yourself there as well. So details of the website are also available. So details are also available on the website. You just visit wifi.com or contact the admission department. Now, the plan for you people, uh, this is a plan that you need to follow the revision students, the recorded content related to top 25, 30 areas, which will be part of the revision batch. Once you get the access tomorrow, we are starting from tomorrow, so you can start accessing it, covering the content that is available on the LMS, plus the webinars that I'm conducting. Today will be the last day of this September 26th. Then tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you can even watch the June 26 recorded webinars. Revision live will be held on 17th of August, followed by a live mock on 27th of August with detailed mock debrief to be conducted 24th of August. Result for the mock will be announced on 27th, and then we'll give you the complimentary mock on 28th. So this is the plan that we'll be following. This is the plan you need to follow. As I already mentioned, this attempt is giving you a small room further to prepare yourself. Like the exams are in the second week, so you have one more week, more 7 days to prepare yourself. So this revision batch that you will join will give you an opportunity to prepare yourself further one more week ahead. All right. That's it. So interested students again can join the revision camp. And as I have already mentioned, I'll just mention again, this is the website. You go to wifi.com, just select your course, just select the revision course, make the payment, you get into the batch automatically. Everything is automated. Follow the instructions properly, or you can contact the admission department at this number to get further guidance about admission. All right. Today's topic are financial, non-financial indicators, specifically focusing on building block model and then activity-based costing. We are starting with building block model for now because every time one question comes from performance measurement section, students do struggle massively. Whenever I look at the my exam performance report of students, one thing I observe that one question they have done badly, and that one question most of the time is question pertaining to performance measurement section. Okay. And in that, they struggle most in financial, non-financial performance. So one model that we are targeting is building block model. So first, I'll give you a recap what building block model is, for whom it has been designed. So it is designed for service industries. Service businesses basically are uh, a one in which you have certain different unique characteristics. So what are the characteristics of service industry? If you can quickly come up with, if you have any idea, guys, can you come up with the characteristics of service industry? Why service industry basically has such characteristics? So those characteristics include simultaneity, heterogeneity, intangibility, and perishability, and no transfer of ownership. I want people to be very responsive. Okay, everyone, are you with me? Say yes or no. Okay, great. So, simultaneity means the production and the consumption of the service is at the same time. Heterogeneity means services are always different. Intangibility means you cannot touch or see a service. Perishability means services are perishable and there is no transfer of ownership because it's just a use of the service or the facility. When it comes to the dimensions in fact, When it comes to building block model, so there are three blocks. The first block is dimension, second block is standard, third block is rewards. So when I start with dimensions first, there are 6 dimensions to consider. Number 1, financial performance. Number 2, competitiveness. Number 3, quality. Number 4, resource utilization. Number 5, flexibility. And number 6, innovation. Now, what dimension block looks at? So, if a service business like a hotel business, like I would say uh, any education business, hospital, any accounting firm wants to assess their performance, wants to check their performance, are they providing a good service or not? They want to check how the business is performing overall, and their intention is to consider both financial performance and non-financial performance. So this model is for them. This model is for service business. So what they will be looking at, they will be targeting the 6 areas. They will be looking at 6 areas, or they will be targeting the 6 areas to see how they have performed in these 6 areas. So if I just divide these into 2 groups, so the first group will be of resultant, including financial performance and competitiveness, followed by group 2 of uh, determinants, which includes quality, resource utilization, flexibility, and innovation. Okay. So basically, these 4, starting from 3 till 6, will determine how the results will be. They will determine how the results will be. They will determine how well they will be doing in financial side, in competitiveness side. So this means they need to focus on innovation, come up with new innovative services. If not services, at least innovate the process through which they provide a service. Then flexibility, how quickly they respond to the customer demands, how they cope up with the customer requirements. Resource utilization is important because service business is very much a people centric organization. So it is important to ensure the correct resources, sorry, the good, efficient resources of those people, and also whatever resources they use, we have to make sure that there is a effective resource utilization. Quality of the service matters at the end of the day. It's very important. The core work that you do, you need to ensure that you are providing a good quality service. So if you are good in these 4 areas, the 2 things will get better. Your financial performance will be better. Your competitiveness will be better, which means in terms of financial performance, you will be providing good return to your shareholders. And also in terms of competitiveness, you will be more better from your competitors. You will be more attractive to the customers compared to your competitors. So what exactly one needs to do for all these 6 dimensions? You need to think about the KPIs, key performance indicators, So different performance indicators will be used. Like for example, for financial performance, it could be percentage sales growth or gross profit margin. Competitiveness is market share. Quality is number of effective products. Resource utilization is number of overtime hours. Flexibility is, sorry, resource utilization is number of percentage staff utilization. Flexibility is number of new products, sorry, number of overtime hours worked as per customer demands. Innovation is number of new services launched. So these are the performance indicators that you need to establish, that you need to determine, and for these you need to set targets. For these KPIs, you need to set standards, which means you need to set targets for profit margins, you need to set targets for rows, you need to set targets for percentage staff utilization. So once you set the targets for them, once you set the standards for them, this means people will be happy to achieve it. Okay. Is my voice clear to all of you? I just see one comment in the chat box in relation to some sound issue. Can you guys hear me? Everyone confirm, please. Okay, great. Maybe Abdul Musawwir, it's your own issue. Please check. All right. So when you are setting the targets for these KPIs, you need to make sure that people should take ownership. People should agree to it. People should say, okay, fine, we agree to this target. Number two, people should consider is this as achievable for them, because if they will consider that this is not achievable, they will not work in relation to achieving those areas. So yeah, achievability. And third is fairness, equity, which means whatever targets we are setting should be fair for all. So this is the second block of building block model, which basically relates to standards, KPIs, target setting. And third block is to motivate people so that if you reward them, so they will try to achieve the standards, because rewards will motivate them. So when you are setting rewards for them, so you definitely the rewards are being given so that they achieve the targets, they achieve the standards. So when you are setting the rewards, it is important to ensure that people should know when they will be rewarded, what are the things on which they will be rewarded. There should be complete clarity about it, when to reward, how you will get the reward, what are the criteria for that. Number two, the rewards should be motivating. One should be significant so that they should work towards it. And third is controllability aspect, which means reward should be based on factors that are controllable by the managers. If you are judging their performance on the basis of things that are not under their control, it will not motivate them. In fact, it will demotivate them, because they will consider that their effort that they are doing will not be given any respect or recognition. All right. So building block model has three blocks: dimensions, standards, and rewards, used for service industry performance assessment. We will be looking at how we need to go about it. So yes, before we start the question for today, I just need to bring something in front of you in relation to CRQs. I did mention in the yesterday webinar as well. Today I'm formally showing you again. Whenever you read this question, make sure you need to clarify in your mind that is this question a knowledge based question or an application based question. Knowledge based just requires basic bookish understanding, that you have to write there. Basic bookish knowledge you have to write there, with no connection with the scenario. When it comes to application based, it is then you have to connect with the case study. It is then we have to connect with the question, the scenario, because marks you will only get in that case if you connect with a scenario. If you write general in application based, no, it won't work for you people. Okay. So whenever you read the requirement, please figure it out. Is it knowledge based or application based question? Generally, in the question, when they ask you to connect with the company, like discuss the problems for B company, suggest ways for A company, they themselves connect with the scenario, they themselves use the name of the question, then it is an application based question. All right. So once you read the requirement, figure out this is application based or this is knowledge based. Number two, whenever you read the requirement of CRQ, I did mention earlier, always figure out what are the verbs, what are the objects, so that you can split between verbs and objects, because verb will tell you the action to be performed, as explain will have a different action to state, that will have a different action to discuss. Okay. So that is why understanding of the key examinable verb is very important. And I mentioned in my day one webinar as well that go to Wifi's YouTube channel and do watch a video by the name of examinable verb for further clarity. All right then. So identification of the verbs are very important, everyone. On top of it, always look at the extra requirement. Extra requirement in one question, because your marks are according to that extra requirement. You will only get marks according to if you have answered each and every object. There might be two objects, three objects in a question. So you have to make sure that you answer in relation to each and every object or element. and then only you will be getting marks. So whenever you read the CRQ requirement, what are the important tips? First, look whether it is knowledge-based question or an application-based question. Number two, break the question into verbs and object as much as possible. As much as possible. Okay. All right. Tip of the day for section C. For section C, make sure that when are you dealing with narrative questions, and we will be dealing with narrative question today, so you have to make sure that you do plan out things, you do have a basic plan in your mind. Whenever you break the question into verb and objects, you can just plan your answer. What could be my key headings to the answer? How will I present the answer? A small planning will always help you. And number two, make sure that you are answering as per verb and objects, so that you can ensure that you are answering the question set that is being given to you, not the one that you want to answer, not the one that you like to answer. So always answer what is needed to be presented there, not the one that you know. Okay, so you don't have to answer what you know best rather than what examiner is asking you. All right. So done with the tips and tricks, all set to start with the question for today. All right, guys. So it's a March, June 2026 hybrid attempt question. Question like these are creating problem for my students. I don't know why, but yes, question like these require practice. If you will not practice, you end up doing it wrong. You need to understand that examiner want you to be more mature when you are solving question like these. You cannot just write basic childish answers here. And that is why I see people in question like these, their marks, their performance is so low, because they do not understand the scenario. Remember, the biggest trick to handle financial, non-financial questions are very much towards the scenario. Understanding scenario usage is the most important thing. So it's just something that you will not learn by reading thousands of books on performance measurement. No, you will learn this tip and trick to learn all these areas is to practice and solve and see how scenario is being connected. Open up your mind according to that and then try to demonstrate similar things. All right. So as per my normal routine, I'll read the requirement first. We'll find verbs and objects. We'll find knowledge application based, and then we'll read the scenario. Using the dimensions of building block model in the performer provided, analyze is the examinable verb. Performance for the year to June 20x5. Okay, so examinable verb is clear, and examinable object is also clear. You have to analyze the performance using building block model dimensions. It has been very clearly mentioned for your misconception that the theory is for 14 minus 6 marks, which means 8 marks for theory and 6 marks for the calculations. Okay, so all the calculation lovers, remember, it's not just calculations. Now, these are the 6 dimensions I can see here. All right. Okay. Now, the next requirement, the building block model identifies 3 aspects to consider when setting standards: ownership, achievability, and fairness. Using these aspects of effective standards, Assess is the examinable verb. Assess is the examinable verb. Assess the HR director's proposal to include quality inspector scores as a factor in determining managers' bonuses. So now the second requirement is to assess the director's proposal to include quality inspector score as a factor in the bonus calculation for managers. This is for 6 marks. By reading the requirement, it is clear the verb is assess, object is the HR director's proposal about quality inspector scores. Uh, is this a knowledge based requirement, or is this an application based requirement? Please quickly come up with your point of views. All right. So this is application based for sure. Yes, application based for sure. This is not knowledge based, this is application based. Okay. And if I go back to the previous requirement, the first requirement for 14 marks is knowledge based or application based. Guys, come on, I need quick responses. I can see very slow responses. Okay, this also is an application based question. Okay, now before I read the scenario, because I want to find out points in the scenario, just remember what financial performance of building block model includes, what competitiveness is about, what is quality criteria, resource utilization criteria, innovation, flexibility. And try, when you're reading in the scenario, try if you can relate the information with these 6 dimensions. Let me tell you one thing. There can be a possibility that you can relate anything with 2 dimensions. That's totally possible. Okay, anything mentioned you can relate with 2 dimensions. That's totally possible. Like it may be related with quality, may be related with resource utilization. That's totally possible. Okay, but the more important thing for now is try to relate with the dimensions, so that once we come back towards solving it, we find it easier. The scenario is a big scenario, so your concentration level should be high in the paper. You need to highlight important stuff, not everything. So for performance measurement questions, I to generally ask people to highlight the nature of the business, number one, any sort of numbers that are given or percentages that are given, or any sort of numbers in terms of sentences they are given to you, not in numerical terms, in alphabetically they have presented the numbers. Highlight those as well. Plus I always say, always highlight some selling price information if it's available. Highlight that as well. Plus I always say, highlight any key changes, any steps, any changes that they have mentioned are important in the scenario. Highlight those. Okay, so let's start. G Company operates a nationwide chain of coffee shops in the country of Z land. Now, as I always say, every one of you, once you understand what work they do, try to think of, because that's the nature of the business. It's a service business, it's a coffee chain. So once you understood it's a coffee chain, then always think of a coffee chain in your part of the world. Come on, some good coffee chains, please name here in your country. No coffee chains? Very strange. Nobody is taking names like we have Tim Hortons. Yeah, Tim Hortons, right? Uh, yeah, you can Costa Coffee. Yes. Koita Cafe. I like this. Okay. So, CBTL, yes, CBTL is a global brand. Costa Coffee is a global brand. And Tim Hortons, yes. Okay. So, it's a coffee chain. Let's assume this to be Tim Hortons, okay? Uh, and has established a favorable reputation for serving high quality beverages and light meals. The company's aim, it is important to highlight the aim. The company's aim is to generate profitable growth for your shareholders by providing high quality products and services to our customers. Okay, so this worth highlighting. Their aim is that they will generate profitable growth for shareholders, and this is what they can do once they provide high quality product and service to a customer, which means in CBTL if you go or Tim Hortons if you go, so you will get high quality coffee. It is getting crazier in Gen Z these days to go to these coffee shops and have cold coffees, latte. Can you come up with good names? I remember latte, some so many different names. Okay, but at the end of the day, what I personally believe is whenever I test mocha, yeah, mocha, whenever I test everything is very similar to me. French vanilla, okay, good one. Frappe, yeah, frappe is very famous. Frappe, cappuccino, yeah. So this is very popular these days. Okay, now the market for coffee shops in Zland is becoming increasingly competitive. We can see the everywhere there's a high competition in coffee business now. I was thinking few days back to open a cafe, the coffee shop. Yeah, I really want to do it. If anybody can help me, please do let me know personally. Okay, the board feels that many of the company's competitors are continually looking to reduce the cost. So this means the cost side is what the competitors are cutting down, often at the expense of customer service. Clearly means that they are ready to compromise on customer service. They are ready to compromise on customer service and they want to reduce the cost. They are like, let's reduce the cost. Competition is high. We need to secure our profit margins. We will not look at customer satisfaction much. Let's reduce the cost. However, the board believes that quality of the G company products and service help to differentiate from its competitor and has helped the company to grow. So G company is not ready to compromise on quality. 3 years ago in 20x2, company established an internal control department. Okay, they developed an internal control department. The IQC inspectors make regular unannounced visits to coffee shop to assess the quality of food and drink. I hope I'm part of this IQC team. You know why, as well as customer service and cleanliness. So they go, they test the quality of food and drink. They also test customer service and cleanliness there. Okay, which are all important part of customer experience. Shops have 4 IQC inspections per year. So 4 times they come there. The IQC inspector give each shop an overall quality score at the end of their visit, using a rating from 1 to 10, 1 being worst, poor, 10 being excellent. The average quality score for the year to 30th June 20x5 was 7.6 compared to 8.2 in the year to 30th June 20x4, which means the overall overall average score of all the shops in this year 2025 was 7.6. The score has gone down from 8.2, and this score is basically given by their own internal quality inspection department. Okay, all right. A recent nationwide survey by catering industry in Zline highlighted that people want healthier choices in cafes and coffee shops, healthier choices, okay, as well as ethically sourced products. Okay, so these are two important things: ethically sourced products and healthier choices. The food items should be healthy food items. Okay, all the coffee, all the coffees G sells are ethically sourced, but the G's commitment to buy responsibly means it pays higher prices to suppliers than its competitors, just to ensure that they are uh, sourcing ethically and also responsibly. They, in terms of quality, everything, they try to go with high price products. Okay. The company operations director has acknowledged that company needs to increase the number of healthy products it offers and to assess how to make existing products healthier. Now, they want to increase the healthy products, which means somehow there is some sort of a problem in the existing products as well. So overall, I think they are focusing on going towards more healthier products, particularly sandwiches and cakes, which are part of its food menu. Okay, healthy cakes. I would love to have healthy cakes. Okay, diet cakes. The nationwide survey also highlighted that delays in waiting for orders are a source of frustration for customers. Delays. Okay. In July 2024, the company introduced a mobile phone application, that is 2004. Okay. Which allow customers to order and pay for their order in advance of arriving at a coffee shop. However, relatively few customers currently use this app. No, it's a very common app. I don't know why they are not using it, but it's very common these days. You want to order, you order online and you pick up there. It's a pickup option available there, right? Performance management system. Company has a bonus scheme for shop managers, but these bonuses are based entirely on the company's overall profit. Correct? The company's newly appointed HR director, has raised concerns that he does not think the structure of the bonus scheme supports performance effectively because managers are not assessed on aspect of the performance they control. Some problem of controllability, I feel. Okay, because the bonuses that they are getting are based on company's overall profit. Okay, the HR director has identified that the score for a coffee shop IQC assessment, whatever score the IQC will assign to the shops, should be one of the range of factors used when determining the bonus for the shop manager. So they are like, now we should add IQC's score as well when we are considering giving them bonus. So this should be one of the factors as well. With shop needing to achieve an average score of at least, it's a target man of 8 across their 4 inspections in a year in order for the manager to earn the proportion of their bonus linked to IQC assessment. Okay. More generally, the HR director is concerned that board only monitors financial performance information. right? He has suggested that the company should use building block model as its overall performance management tool. The performance summary information for year to 30th June 20x5 and 20x4 is given to you. Let's look at the data, what is available, my friends. It's revenue, cost of sales, gross profit, operating profit, expenses. Operating profit itself is given to me. Uh, interest expense and profit for the year is given with capital employed information as well. The total number of transactions in the company's shop in year to 30th June 20x5 was 1617 million compared to 634 million the year to 30th June 20x4. Total market revenue for the coffee shops in Zland was 23,000 in the year to 30th June 20x5 compared to 22,471 in the previous year. Okay. The company's target rose is 24%. Guys, are you with me? Lots of information. The student in the paper gets into trouble because of too much of information and they are seriously not sure how to use that information in answering. And I will demonstrate you here that what all we'll be doing will be based on the scenario based information. We will be using the scenario, and what all we'll be doing here will be very much related to the exam scenario maximum. All right. Is it still visible? Is the scenario visible to all of you? Please confirm, everyone. Okay. So, guys, let's begin with this question and a basic simple rule. Whenever we are dealing with questions of performance measurement, with when there is a model or when there is no model, okay, so we need to remember the criteria of simple criteria of CCD. Okay. Now, what CCD stands for, calculate whatever you can calculate, comment on it, how it is good or bad, discuss the performance. This you will be doing dimension wise because there are separate dimensions given to you. Okay. So, we're doing all this dimension wise, right? So, what to calculate here? Overall, not very much information available, but I'll try to do my calculations in one go. Okay, so because I have to move dimension wise, so I can do one more thing, like dimension wise, I can work out the uh, figures, and under each table, I will just analyze it then. So, starting from the first one, it's financial performance, and now for financial performance, what can I work out, my friends? Financial performance. Let's look at their objective, which was profitable growth for our shareholders. Okay. So looking at the information of 20x5 and 20x4, I can work out percentage sales growth. Obviously cannot work out that for 2004, but I can work out for 2005, which is 2650, 2589 divide by 2589. So this gives you the answer of approximately 2.4%. Okay, done. Now for financial performance, what else can I work out? I can work out a percentage increase in cost of sales, 652 minus 786 divide by 786, okay, is equals to 8.4%. Okay, then gross profit margin. So 1 year calculation I am showing you as a sample case. Okay, then the other another year you can work out easily. For financial performance, what else can I work out? Percentage increase in operating expenses. So what is the way to work out that? Same, 1417 minus 1398 divided by 1398. Okay, so what is the percentage change? 1.4%. Clear? I hope very much into the scenario, everyone. Then operating profit margin, which is 381 divided by 2650, is equals to 14.4%, everyone, and this is 15.6%. Okay, done. Okay, I can even work out rows. Can I add some row in here? Table property, row before, no, row after. Thank you. Rows, I can work out, everyone. Are you with me? The rows target is given to me as well. Yes, I can. So it's operating profit divided by, so the answer of rows is 19.7%. What about the other previous year? 21.4%. Okay, very nice. And one more thing I can work out here is asset turnover, which is sales divided by capital employed. So 2650 divided by 1937 will give you answer 1.37 times And the same answer you will get here. Okay? Are we done, everyone? And come on. Even if you don't know, you should know that asset turnover, if you multiply asset turnover with operating profit margin, if you multiply, so what you get? You will get the answer of ROS. ROS. Okay? ROS. Clear? Done? Great. Now, these are the ratios that I chose for financial performance assessment. Now, what will be the marks breakup in your mind? 6 marks for the calcs, 8 for the theory. There are 6 dimensions you have. Not very difficult, yaar. Not very difficult. 6 dimensions divided by 8 marks. So how many marks per dimension? A basic rough breakup. Okay? Approximately 1 to 1.5 approximate marks. Sorry. Marks per dimension approximately 1.3, 1.35 because it's 8 marks divided by 6 dimensions. 8 divided by 6, okay? 8 marks divided by 6 dimensions. So, marks per dimension approximately 1.25 to 1.5. Okay? Okay, for rows, I think I mistakenly, okay. That's just a typing error. It's 381. Yeah. 381. Operating profit, okay, PBIT. You call it PBIT, 381, not operating expense. I just uh, wrote the wrong figures here. Done? Clear? Okay. And one thing more I want to work out here is, want to work out here is, I can see the number of transactions here. So I can work out sort of a selling price, okay. I can call that as average transaction value. How to work out? It's 2650 divided by 3617. Okay. So it's 2650 divided by 617. 4.29 is the average transaction value, whereas last time it was 4.08. So sort of a selling price. Okay. Sort of a selling price. Got it, everyone? Now, let's analyze the financial performance. So, first of all, what is important here to consider, everyone? Be with me. The aim to generate profitable growth, okay, will be assessed by first considering the revenue growth of which is 2.4%. Okay, which is 2.4%. Now the starting point is the revenue. Guys, is what I'm writing visible to all of you? Yes or no? Okay, great. Now, so revenue has gone up by 2.4% overall. The first thing to look is the revenue growth. There has been a revenue growth of 2.4% for the business. Okay? Okay. Now, the other measure for shareholder, the other measure for profitability will be ROS, and the ROS of 20x5 is lower. Now, how much is the ROS? 19.7%. Okay. Then 20x4 of 21.4%. Come on, is this true? Yes. When compared with the target, what is the target, guys? Is the performance good or bad? Of 24%, both the years are below the target. Now, listen guys, whenever you have to assess, ROS, whenever you need to assess ROS, what is going on, you can definitely look at the two bifurcated ratios of that. What are those? Asset turnover and operating profit margin. Okay? Operating profit margin. So be with me, everyone. Be with me. The asset the reason for decline in ROS. Hello. Reason for decline in ROS seems to be which one? Come on, is it operating profit margin that has gone down? Yes. Is it operating profit margin that has gone down from 15.6 to 14.4? Or is it asset turnover? Come on, guys, I want you to participate. Seems to be operating profit margin decline from 15.6% to 14.4%. Okay? Come on, man, come on. This is tough for you. Let's make it easy for you. I'm writing everything for you in your love. Okay? As asset turnover is constant at 1.37 times. See what I'm doing? I am slowly, gradually digging into rows, moving towards asset turnover, saying this has remained unchanged. So this is not the reason for decline in rows. So the other reason is operating profit margin. There is a decline in operating profit margin that resulted in decline in rows. So slowly, gradually, I'm trying to find out what is the reason because of which their revenue, their ROS is going down despite increase in revenue. And you will love it. So ROS bifurcated into asset turnover, operating profit margin. This remained same. So this is the reason because of which there is a decline. Let's drill this down into further area. Come on, let's drill this down into further area. And I'll ask you a mystery then. Let's see who will respond me. Ready? Ready? Okay. Operating profit margin went down. Why? Operating profit margin went down. Why? Let's look at the two components that are used in operating profit margin. How do we calculate operating profit margin? Can you tell me, please? Sir, we calculate operating profit margin by considering operating profit divided by sales. If operating profit margin has gone down, so there could be two reasons for it. Reason number one, either your selling price might have gone down or your cost might have went up. Cost might have went up. So let's look here and you will be very happy to see. Let's change the paragraph. The reason for operating profit margin decline could be due to reduction in prices to cater competition. There was competition, yes, but is it true to write competition resulted in reduction in price? Come on, tell me, yaar. You are genius. You know everything. Is it really the price went down? If you see the average transaction value, so average transaction value has gone up. Which means but this was not the case, as average transaction value increased. Okay? Increased. Now, this means price is not the reason. There is no decline in the price. So what is the reason? So the cost has gone up, which is clearly evident as there was a massive increase. Now, if okay. For cost, there are two things: cost of sales and operating expenses, right? Okay. So we'll look at both. When I say cost, it's cost of sales, operating expenses. Let's look at both. So there was a massive increase in cost of sales by 8.4%. Come on, 8.4%. And operating expense by a small 1.4%. Now, how to conclude? Listen, how to conclude that which cost became the reason for decline in operating profit margin? How to conclude? This is a magical statement. A magical statement. Was cost of sale the reason? Was operating expense the reason? You are not getting to the point. How should I conclude this? That which cost increase was the major reason? Which cost? So let me tell you. When compared with percentage increase in revenue of 2.4%, it is clear that cost of sales increase was more than revenue growth that resulted in decrease in GP margin as well as operating profit margin. Got it? The sales went up by 2.4%. Cost of sales went up by 8.4% because of cost of sale increase. Because of cost of sale increase, the GP margin went down. The GP margin went down from 69 to 67, and operating profit margin went down from 15 to 14.4. Khalas. Khalas. Now, I'm asking two questions. Why you think cost of sale may have increased that much? Why? 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 Why cost of sale increase was too much? Because they purchase expensive materials due to demonstrate themselves as an ethical company. Yes, this may be because maybe because of sourcing expensive material from ethically from suppliers to ensure where it was written, yeah. I think somewhere it was written. Yeah. Yeah. So sourcing expensive material from suppliers to ensure they buy ethically produced supplies. So this could have increased their cost. Okay? This could have increased their cost. It is written in the scenario. Scenario is saying, yaar. Okay, done. Now, one more point before I conclude the financial performance. What do you think about operating expenses? The performance in case of operating expense was good or bad? So do a similar test. In case of operating expense, the increase was by 1.4% versus sales growth of 2.4%, which means there were signs of good cost controlling in case of operating expenses. Clap, clap. Got it? See how I've done it? However, there were signs of cost controlling in the area of operating expenses, which increased by 1.4%. Okay, but this was less than the sales growth of 2.4%. Alas, what I want to teach you here is the way I systematically dived into the case. And what was that? I started with revenue growth, then said profitability can be gauged through ROAS. ROAS went down. When analyze ROAS, we'll break ROAS into asset turnover, operating profit margin. So we saw asset turnover to remain constant and operating profit margin has gone down. Now, what is the reason? There are two components in operating profit margin. One is operating profit, one is revenue. So if I see the increase of revenue was 2.4%, whereas the cost went up by more percentage when it was cost of sales, whereas operating expense didn't went up too much. So when I looked at costs of sales, it was clear it went up, affected GP margin, affected operating profit margin because you may bought expensive material. Whereas in case of operating expense area, The increase was less than the revenue, resulting in cost controlling. How clearly I have identified the aspect where cost was controlled well compared to the area where cost went up. The area of cost of sale was the problematic area that affected everything, whereas operating expense area was well within the control. Clap. Come on, clap, yaar. Clap for me. You won't clap, I'll clap for myself. When you perform good, you should be happy. Okay? Got it? Done. Done, 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 done. Now, competitive performance. Competitive performance. Let's open the table. Let's see. What can we work out? 05, 04. From the data, what can I work out for competitiveness? I can use one measure of market share, market growth, market share. Yes, I can work out market share. Market share. So, how to work out market share? The overall market of 20x5 was 23,625, whereas the company sales is 2650. So 2650 divided by 23,625. So the answer of market share that are we getting here is approximately how much, my friends? It's 11.2%. What was the market share last year? Our sales divided by the total market, which is 11.5%. Are you with me, everyone? Say yes or no. Nice. What else can I work out? Percentage overall market growth. Okay. I can work out the market growth as well. So it's very simple. 23,625 is the current year overall market minus last year 22,471 divided by 22,471, and the answer of growth will be 5.1%. My friends, I am now focusing on competitiveness. Competitiveness is my next target. Now, in competitiveness, what we look at? In competitiveness, we consider how are we performing in front of our competitors. Okay? Now, can you tell me, come on, just leave small things. Okay, now you just tell me, what different, link with the scenario, no bookish knowledge, link with the scenario. What G company is doing differently to win in front of competitors? What different they are doing? Let's look at the scenario. Many competitors are reducing the cost at the expense of customer service. G company board believes quality is differentiating us. So how they want to be more attractive in front of the customers is by their focus on quality. Okay? I will come to quality once I reach quality area. But one point that I want to tell here is G company strategy to be better than competitors is to focus on quality, which competitors are not focusing in order to reduce the cost. Okay. Now we have to check, check. Thermometer, performance measurement is a thermometer. Check whether they are achieving this. Are they successful in this? Okay. Who will tell me? Who will tell me? Measures like market share. However, to check this strategy, market share, or I can say, however, this strategy seems to be a bit weaker when considered the market share of G company 11.2% compared to last year of 11.5%. Okay? Clear? Maybe you're not being able to uh, do that impact, right? It is clear why the market share went down, because the G company growth was 2.4% revenue growth, okay, compared to the overall market growth of 5.1%. Yaar, your market growth is more than the company's growth. This means you are not being able to cope up with the market growth. You are getting unsuccessful in ensuring market growth. Market is running faster. You are slower. Yeah, there could be another reason. I know we are providing good quality. Another reason could also be there, and that is what they have realized themselves is healthy products. healthier products, because survey has made it clear that people want healthier choices in cafes and coffee shops. This is where we might be lacking. Are you with me? Another reason for this decline could be lack of healthy products in case of G company, which other competitors might be offering. Okay, this was also clearly evident in the question, as operations director mentioned improvement needed in the area of healthier products. Scenario. Okay, so see, this might be affecting your revenues, this might be affecting your growth, this might be affecting your market share. Wow. Is my answer according to exams situation? Please, you guys tell me. Is anything that I am using out of the context? Is anything that I'm assuming out of the box? People need to understand that scenario is everything. Okay? Okay, Anusha. See, competitiveness means how much better you are competing in the market compared to your competitors. How much attractive you are. So your attraction depends on your performance, how much you differentiate yourself in front of them. So they were focusing on quality. So maybe quality didn't prove very much good option for them. Plus healthy products, because they are not offering healthy products in huge numbers. This clearly means that customers are not coming to them in the same way as they are preferring the competitors. Abdul Musawwir, Anusha, this is the same explanation for all of you. Healthier products means they are failing to attract more customers. Okay? Understood? Done, everyone? Up till now, it's all clear? Moving good, smoothly ahead? Yes or no? Now the quality. Let's deep dive into quality. See, each and every dimension has its own message. The importance of quality for G company is obvious, as they did set up a, what did it set up? Inspection quality control department 3 years ago. Got it? Yes or no? This IQC considers what they consider. They consider quality, cleanliness, customer service. I can copy paste here, right? All are important for customer experience. Okay. Now, how can I gauge their performance in terms of quality? How can I gauge their performance in terms of quality? A simple question. By considering the average score. Okay. The average quality score of 7.6 in current year is lower than 8.2 of previous year, clearly indicating lower focus on quality now by managers and staff, okay, in these shops, right? Are you with me? This reduction in quality will force customers to switch elsewhere, as it, come on, link with the other indicator, as it was evident in by considering the declining market share. Was it evident? Yes, I did relate that. So it is important to consider the quality aspect, otherwise people will run away. Will run away. Will run away. Will run away. Are you with me? My friends, do you think the HR director, do you think HR director suggestion, HR director suggestion to include IQC in bonus assessment is a good one? Huh? Come on. Do you think it's a good one? Yes. Inclusion of IQC in bonus assessment will somehow help to tackle this problem, because now they will focus on IQC ratings. If the IQC rating is good, this will be one factor for their bonus. So, HR director suggestion for IQC inclusion in bonus decision will somehow help to improve. Now, this is just one point that I mentioned, not very important to be honest, but I have already done my part of the work of quality assessment. I've analyzed that quality is going bad. See, financial performance was very much focused on financial numbers, and yeah, it's very clear. It was mentioned in the scenario by the HR director that they are totally monitoring financial performance. So that's why I had more to write about financial performance, because the information or data that was provided to me was very much financially inclined. Okay? Got it? So quality product, whatever they offering is should be good. Right? Okay. Flexibility. What is the meaning of flexibility? Flexibility means how well we respond to the customer requirements, how well we cope up with the customer demands. Now, what customer is demanding here? Come on. What customer is demanding here from G company? And how quickly we respond to that demand is very important. So if we are flexible, we'll respond to their requirements. Can you guys tell me what customer is demanding here? Healthy food, healthy food, healthy food. Yes. And we are lacking. In ethical, we are good. We are good. In ethical, we are good. In healthier food, we are lacking. So I'll mention here the G companies performance in this area can be gauged by considering its response in relation to customer requirement for healthy products. Okay, healthy products. It is clear that G company performance in this area is behind the behind from competitors and affecting the company growth. Okay, in market. To be more flexible, it must offer more healthier products as also stated by who was mentioning it? Operations director, right? Operations director. Yeah, I think operations director. Okay, guys. Clear? So, yeah, these are the problems. Very obvious. And please don't be concerned about repetition of the points. That's not a problem. If you feel like I'm repeating the points, no issue. That's not a concern because the context is different. The message is different. What you are writing there is from that perspective. What you are writing here is from this perspective. Because these dimensions have clear different directions. This is all flexibility that we are considering right now. Are we clear, everyone? Say yes or no. Okay. Innovation, innovation. How are you innovating? So in innovation, there are two things to consider. Number of innovative products or services. Number two, the process efficiency. Now I'll handle both the things beautifully. As for product innovation, G company focus on creating and developing more healthier products needs to be addressed. Is that right? This is where they can say that we are innovative in coming up with more healthier product. That's fine. They're not doing it right now. We have already mentioned they need to do it. This thing. Okay? Done? Okay. However, in terms of innovation in improving the process efficiency, G company has performed better by developing, guys, are you with me? Mobile, oh man, mobile application in order to reduce customer waiting times. Okay, and I think customer waiting time was also a problem in the nationwide survey, which was also concerning for customers. Such app will help to serve customers at a faster pace and make GCO more efficient in terms of process. Yeah, that's clear. More customers they can deal. And will help them to deal with more customers. But to be very honest, to be very honest, to be very honest, I can see that number of transactions done by the G company has gone down from 634 to 617, means no real impact we have seen on the about no real impact we have seen yet. And it was very clearly mentioned the reason for that could be however few customers currently use the app. Now this is a problematic area, so I'll mention here however. So the reason for this should be investigated as the desired results expected from app are still not visible. See, we have to analyze the performance. We'll be very open in saying that we can't see much better results about this. And come on, you need to look into it. You have done an investment. It's an investment that you have done. Look into it. Try to come up with the reasons why people are not adopting. Maybe some awareness problem, maybe some marketing issue, maybe they are not aware about it. I don't know. Do something about it. Alas. So duplication of points is not a problem, my friends. If you ensure you are writing a common point from a different perspective, or you're showing a different perspective of that point, that is totally acceptable. Alas. Enjoying. Come on. Are you learning how to use the scenario, yaar? You people need to practice in this way. You get so much tense in the paper that your thinking ability stops. You are under pressure every time. Yes, we can. We can. We can. Right, everyone? Now, resource utilization. How well are we using the resources? Now, if you see for a business like Tim Hortons, we will be very much concerned about the utilization of our staff dealing with customers. Okay, how quickly are we dealing with customers, which means how quickly our staff is dealing with customers. Possible. Okay, so maybe how efficiently the staff is responding, how efficiently they are working, how well we are utilizing our staff members. So here utilization can be gauged by considering how efficiently we handled the customers, how fast was my serving process. In case of G company, the serving process efficiency can somehow indicate the resource utilization okay. Like for example, efficient resource utilization will help to cater more customer orders. Okay, right? Here in case of G company, the transactions, the total number of transactions have gone down from 634 to 617. How much is the decline? 2.7%, indicating 2.7% decline may be because of less efficient utilization. See, I cannot guarantee that this is the only reason, but obviously it could be demand as well. But that's why I've used maybe word here. It could be due to demand or it could be due to the less efficient utilization, whatever. but we have used the word may because this could be a possibility. It's not compulsory that this is the only reason. It could be because of lower customer demand as well. We were not able to cater more transaction. Maybe less people came to us. But one perspective could be that because of less efficiency, maybe we are not able to cater more transactions. So this is one way of gauging resource utilization, one perspective that I've explained here. All right. That's why maybe word has been used. Are you with me, everyone? So are we clear about this? How we have analyzed the entire scenario? Major calcs were in financial performance, to be very honest, because data is more financially focused. Okay? But I hope this is clear. The best part was the usage of scenario. Happy everyone? Say yes or no. Understood? Not replying here. No need for me to put so much effort. Right. I hope this is clear to all of you. Happy? Understood? Okay. So quality point was in relation to the service quality, how well they are providing the quality. So see, I did mention that their own QC department is ensuring that they are focused on quality, but their quality ratings internally have gone down. So this is what I discussed in case of quality. Okay. Number two, how many ratios should we be calculating? So see, there is no fixed number to it, but this is one rule that whatever you calculate, you have to use in your performance assessment. Okay, you have to use in your performance assessment. All right. Now the next part, assess HR director proposal to include quality inspector score as a factor in determining bonuses, and we have to consider the three aspects of standards. So I will definitely use these as the basis of my answer. The headings, mainly what I am trying to say here. So first will be ownership. All right. Ownership. Second is achievability. Third is fairness. Okay. So ownership, achievability, and fairness are the three things that we'll be considering here. Now, the HR proposal was to include IQC as part of the bonus, and they were like, currently the bonus is given on the basis of overall company profit, but he's like, IQC should be one of the factors to consider in bonus. Okay. Plus, also he mentioned that the current bonus scheme is not considering the factors that are in the control of the managers. So now, first of all, the perspective of ownership. See, now it is very important that managers should agree or should take ownership and should agree, in fact, to the point that yes, IQC will be part of their bonus assessment. Okay. So what I'll mention here, for the HR director's proposal to include IQC as part of bonus system should be clearly communicated to managers, okay, and managers should understand that now bonuses are no longer assessed on the basis of company's profit. Okay, done. As IQC will be one of the factors in bonus assessment. Clear, everyone? So, see, ownership is very important. Managers should clearly understand, they should own this. They should own this. Okay? If owned by managers, then they will focus on quality aspect in order to be able to qualify for the bonus, which in turn will help G company to achieve the quality improvement aspect. Are you with me, everyone? Yes or no? Clear. Ownership of this should be there to, to ensure it becomes successful. Done? Got it, everyone? Are we clear about this? Say yes or no. Okay. Next, achievability. Mouse. Achievability. Now, in case of achievability, it is very important that the criteria through which they will be assessed in IQC should be considered achievable for them. The criteria for IQC assessment is that average score of shop should be 8, okay, for all the 4 inspections. For all 4 inspections. inspections. Okay? Now, now if compare this with, now what was the average score of all the shops in 20x5? It was 7 point something, right? What it was? Are you listening me, guys? 7.6. Okay. And the last year was 8.2. Now, if we compare this, we have to see the achievability criteria. Okay. If we compare this with the overall average score of 20x5 of 7.2, so there is a clear source of motivation to improve the performance as the previous year was more than 8 at 8.2. So managers will, guys, are you with me? Consider this as achievable. 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 They will consider this as achievable for them. Got it? Because it's 8. But now one problem. I don't know whether you will be able to figure out this problem or not. One problem. A genuine one. What is that? Can anyone come up with that one problem? The score of 4 inspections per shop should be 8. The overall score was 7.6 in this current year. Last year it was 8.2. What is the issue? Tell me. No, 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 no. One problem. Okay, let me tell you. The concerning thing here is the score of 7.6 for 20x5 was overall average for all the shops. All the shops. Meaning few shops individual score will be above 7.6 and few will be below this rating. Understood? So for those it is above, they will be happy. For them it will be achievable because the rating of 8 is what they can easily achieve because their average would be more than 7.6. Are you getting? This is the overall average. Understood? For all the shops. So problem will arise for those shops whose score is less than 7.6 and they may consider it as too high to, they may consider 8 as too high to achieve. Come on, are you getting my point here? Everyone say yes or no, yaar. See, this is so important to consider. Okay? So this is one perspective. The score that was given in the question was the average overall for all the shops. Understood, everyone? Clear? Done? Perfect. Fairness. Fairness. Fairness means what? It should ensure equity for all. Okay? So for fairness, what we can mention? First of all, I can say currently the bonus decision was taken solely on the basis of profits and managers have little or no control over company's profit. Okay, I think it was mentioned by the HR as well that manager are not assessed on the aspect of performance they control. Okay, so it is important that factors that are in control of managers should be considered okay when assessing the bonus. Yeah, factors that they influence should be part of it. This is fairness, otherwise it will be unfair for them. Got it? And one more thing, the IQC team, whenever they go to different shops, should adopt a formal, standard, structured basis for assessment, so that every shop is being assessed based on the same standard and criteria. Okay? And fair criteria. So I'll mention here also the assessment should be based on standard and formal formal criteria ensuring all shops are assessed on fair basis, fair and consistent basis. Okay? Understood? Clear? For example, assessing on the basis of subjective factors like customer survey scores, may be subjective, may result in subjectivity. Because, see, customer survey results in subjectivity. It does result in subjectivity. Okay? So, the assessment team should also be consistent, plus the factors that they are using should also be the fair basis for assessment. Okay? Done, everyone? Clear? So that's fairness for you. I hope this is clear to all of you. No issues. 3 marks each. Sorry, 2 marks each. We were supposed to write. This is how application questions are. This is how you link with the scenario. This is how you have to apply things, relate with the question. Getting the point? This is what application based questions are. Understood, everyone? Yes or no? Clear? Okay? So I hope this entire question, yes, this entire question is a very good examination guide that what application questions are and what examiner is expecting now students to think and how to proceed. Student needs to get more mature, needs to practice in such a way, needs to realize that scenarios are important, needs to link knowledge base with scenario. General answers will not get marks if these are application based. So I hope the entire answer is clear to all of you. All right, guys, done. It's now time to move towards another section B question. Some same tips that I mentioned yesterday. Read the scenarios, fill in the blanks are crucial. 18-minute criteria, remember. Start with easy MTQ first. In that, easy OTs you have to target first. Make sure you are able to grab 18 marks out of 30 marks in MTQs. which means 6 marks per MTQ. Let's start. Our company manufactures 3 types of guitars in one of its divisions: the jazz, the rock, and the classic. Our company currently operates a costing system which uses single overhead rate. Now, this is what? Absorption based on revenue to charge overhead cost to guitars. Also based on revenue, okay? The finance director has suggested a change to an ABC approach. The following information has been calculated about the manufacture of components. Jazz, rock, classic, 3 products. Okay? The selling price is given to you for 3. Prime cost, number of components produced and sold. Production batch size in units. Machine setups per batch. This is very important information. Processing time per unit in hours. Quality inspections per batch. Further details on overhead incurred are also given to you. Quality inspection cost driver is number of quality inspections. Machine setup, number of machine setup, component processing time in hours. Let's start. What is the profit per unit of J using current basis for charging overheads to 2 decimal places? Now, what I have explained, people, my students, when they are dealing with questions of ABC or absorption costing, the $1,000,000 trick is ask 4 questions. Which product they are talking about? Which technique they are talking about? Current basis means absorption here, okay? Are they talking about all the units of that product or 1 unit? So it says per unit, okay? And are they talking about overheads, total, all overheads, 1 overhead, 1 cost pool, or profit? So they are talking about profit here, okay? So how to work out? Let's see. The focus is on 1 product and its absorption costing that they are using. So the prime cost is 370, the selling price is 620. Now the only thing I need is overhead here first. So I need to absorb overheads first. Okay? Now, because it's absorption costing, so absorption costing means we are considering total overheads, and total overhead I need to work out. Let's add these 3 together. 804, 450. Okay. This is my total overhead divided by total revenue. Okay. So where is the revenue? The basis is revenue. So I need to work out the revenue for all the 3 products. That I can work out easily. I have the selling price. I have the units. Okay. So I'll just multiply units with selling price and we'll get a total of the revenue. So let's work out. 620 into 5,000 plus 700 into 6,000 plus 450 into 3,000. Now this is the total revenue. Total revenue. Okay. So what is the OAR? 0.093 per dollar of revenue. Per dollar of revenue. Guys, are you with me? OAR. We are not very much used to calculating OARs based on revenue. Right? Done. So once I have the OAR, so I can work out very easily. Selling price 620, prime cost 370, overhead that I will absorb here is 0.093 per $1 of revenue. So how much is the selling price? How much is the revenue per unit? 620. All is per unit. So if the OAR is 0.093 per $1 of selling price, I've multiplied it, and I don't know what is the answer. Let's work out here. It's 0.093 multiplied by 620 is 57.66. Okay, so it's 57.66, and you have the profit here at 2 decimal places. Follow the instructions of the decimals. The answer is 192.34. Khalas. Are you with me? Say yes or no. Clear, everyone? Simple. Follow the instructions. Okay. So you are given with the total units here, selling price. You simply worked out what? The total revenue. Total revenue is dependent on total units. Total units were given to me. Got it? Abdul Musawwir, total units are used for revenue. Bacha, what it has to do with batch? Okay. Next question. Using ABC, technique is ABC. Product is rock guitar. Using ABC, what is the machine setup cost? So cost pool is machine setup. Product is rock guitar. Is it for all the rock guitars or one? So the word a means per unit. 4 questions you ask, $1 million, $1 million. Technique, product, per unit or total units, all overheads, or one cost pool. So it's one cost pool, machine setup. Okay? Understood? Okay. Let's work out. Let's go back to the details. Now, machine setup. The cost pool is machine setup. 120,540. 540. Okay? Divided by number of machine setups. So do you have number of machine setups here? No, we don't have. No, we don't have. Can we work out number of setups? Yeah, we can try. Yes, we have. No, we don't have. We have. We have machine setups per batch. This is what not is required. J R C. I need number of machine setups. Got it? So can I work out number of machine setups? Yes or no? I can. For J, 5,000 units per batch you need 5,000 units. In one batch you produce 100 units. Okay? In one batch you produce 100 units. To divide this with 100, so the answer is 50 batches. 50 batches. Are you with me, everyone? Clear? 50 batches. For our 6,000 divide by one batch is of 150 units, which means how many batches I need? 40 batches. 3,000 divide by 200. How many batches I need? 15 batches. So number of batches you have to work out first. And once you have number of batches, my friends, you can work out the total setups. Very simple. One batch requires 3 setup, 5 setup, 4 setup, multiply 3, 5, 4. So what answers are you getting? 150 setups for J, 200 setups for R, 60 setups for C, 150, 200, 60, 150, 200, 60. These are the machine setups. Are you with me, everyone? Say yes or no. Khalas, 410. So what is the OAR? What is the OAR? 294 per setup. 294 per setup. Okay? Now, can I work out what is required? The cost pool is machine setup. Cost driver is number of machine setups. This is OAR 2C, 2A. Steps of ABC, 2C, 2A. Guys, with me, everyone. Now let's absorb. Let's absorb. Which product are we talking about? Rock guitar. Rock guitar. Rock guitar uses how many setups? 200. 200. And rock guitar units are 6,000. Okay. OAR is 294. I've highlighted these three things. And now I will calculate the answer of this second question. Rock guitar. So 200 setups multiply by OAR of 294 per setup cost. Because we need answer per unit, so I'll divide this with 6,000 units. So I need answer to two decimal places, okay? 9.8. 9.8. Are you clear, everyone? 200 into 294 divided by 6,000, 9.8. And let me tell you one thing, because it is saying two decimal places, so don't write 9.8. In fact, write 9.80. Write 9.80. If it is 9.8, write 9.80. Otherwise, alas. Got it, everyone? Say yes or no. Yeah, same results. Jannat Kamran, if you're getting the same answer, that's perfectly fine. No issue. We don't have to show the workings, to be honest. Okay? Got it, everyone? So the calculation you have seen here, cost pool, cost driver, OAR, and then absorb. Next question. Using ABC, what is the cost of component processing for a classic guitar to two decimal places? Technique ABC. Product is guitar. Second question. Third, means per unit answer. Which overhead they are talking about? Cost of component processing, cost pool. So four things: technique, product, per unit, which cost pool. Million dollar questions. So component processing will be absorbed based on processing time, hours. Processing time per unit is given to me here. 4, 5, 3. Okay? So let's work out. The cost pool is also available. 263, 100. Be with me, everyone. Cost pool is processing time. 463, 100 is the cost. Divide by cost driver is the processing time. Let's work out. J R C. The per unit time is 4, 5, 3. Multiply with the number of units. 5,000, 6,000, 3,000. You add. So total time, total hours, 59,000. Divide by 59,000. Are you with me, everyone? Okay. So what is the OAR? 10.9 per hour. Simple, yaar, simple. $1 million will tell you what is the extent of your calcs. Okay? So let's absorb. Let's absorb in classic guitar. Classic guitar. Classic guitar requires 3 minutes. Sorry, 3 hours per unit. 3 hours per unit. I have hours available here. 3 hours per unit. So very simple, my friends. Classic 3 hours per unit multiplied by 10.9. So what is the figure? The figure is 32.7. Got it? Got it, everyone? Say yes. 2C, 2A and $1 million questions. $1 million Rizwan Mania questions will make your life easier. Which technique, which product, per unit or total unit answer, total overheads or any cost pool, one overhead. Say yes or no. Next. Which of the following statements concerning the advantages of ABC as opposed to absorption is correct? Is means what? Is means what? One. One statement. MCQ is. All overheads will be accurately linked with a measurable cost driver which will facilitate the control of all overhead cost. True? Is this an advantage of ABC over absorption costing? No. All is wrong. There are certain cost pools in ABC where you do not find the realistic cost driver and you need to use the arbitrary basis for that. There are certain cost drivers, cost pools. So not correct. The word all is wrong. Find out of the box statements. Remember the technique. Find distractor, find angel. This is out of the box. Costing will be more accurate when overheads are small proportion of total cost. Costing will be accurate, that's fine. But small is making it wrong. ABC is useful when overheads are significant proportion of total cost. This is wrong. Third, short-term decision making will be more meaningful because all fixed production overheads are included in calculations. See, in short-term decision making, we do not consider fixed cost. Okay? So, this is wrong. In shorter decision, we do not consider fixed cost. Right? Number one. Number two, absorption also considers fixed cost. Absorption also considers fixed cost because it is opposed to absorption costing. So absorption also takes fixed cost. ABC also does it. There is no change. There is no advantage ABC has over it. Plus, in short-term decision making, fixed costs are considered irrelevant. So this is also wrong. Okay? Could be said as a distractor sort of a thing. Last, angel. Costing will be more accurate as it recognizes the activities are consumed at different rates by different products. Angel. Angel. Okay? Clear? Last. The finance director is pleased with the results of ABC analysis of guitars and is keen to extend the use of ABC to other divisions in the company. One such division, which manufacture electronic keyboards, has begun to introduce ABC and has identified some relevant activities and cost drivers. Match the most appropriate cost driver to activities. Oi, 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 oi. Cost pool, cost driver links. Let's read. Let's look at the activity first. Material handling, customer service, IT, procurement, maintenance. Let's read cost drivers. Number of service requests, number of material movements, number of purchase orders, number of machine hours, number of warranties handled. Recall your school days. Match the following exercise in your books at the end. Similar, na? Tip. Easy ones settle first. Easy ones settle first. Material handling, simple material movements. Okay? Simple. Simple. Customer service, warranty. Customer service is warranty. Warranty means people come and claim warranties. Customer service department deals with customer warranties, support. Procurement, purchase order. Procurement, purchase orders. Wow. Okay. Maintenance, machine hours. Maintenance is done for machine. The more the hours, the more the maintenance. The more the hours, the more the maintenance. The more the warranty, the more the customer service cost. The more the material movement, the more material handling will be there. The more purchase orders, more procurement cost. IT is where I was not very sure. So I'm left with only one. IT, number of service requests. Number of service requests. Okay. So the tip is first settle easy ones. Let's pair the easy ones first. Pair the easy one first and get close to a final shape. And yes, even one wrong means 2 marks gone. One wrong. Done. So I hope this ABC question clear. First, you need to handle easy numbers, grab it, spend more time on the difficult ones. I hope this is clear to all of you. All right then, guys, done. Are we happy? Did the 2 days of webinar went well, everyone? Share your feedbacks. Complete screen should be filled with emojis. I hope 2 days went well. I hope the tips, techniques, theory, calculation, theory, application all went well. I hope this will help you to improve your skills in exam. Now, please do watch my June 26 webinar available on Wifi's YouTube channel, all the self-study students. Those who are thinking for enrollments can definitely come into my revision batch ASAP. From 5th, we are starting. We'll target hot 25 to 30 areas, and I'll give my best to ensure that maximum students to pass. Please Do recommend your friends to watch these webinars. Will be a good revision of the topics and practice. And do share your feedbacks in the comment section on YouTube, please. Okay, so that you can give me the feedback in relation to how it was useful, you understood things, and how it will help you in exam. Thank you very much. Stay connected in the groups. Till the end, I will give you all the support I can. Take care. Best of luck.